Hey everybody, welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. If you are new here, I am Cassie. If not, welcome back. Let's see who's here. We've got Pam. Hello Pam, and hi Pauline. A little late there for you over in the Netherlands. Hello Mary. So happy you all are here. All right, as the title says, we're going to be making a Fern-tastic card. And our Fern-tastic card uses the Fern-tastic stamp set from Trinity Stamps. This one's new. I just think it's darling. It's got all these really cute ferns. I love the detail of those. And then we have some fun little sentiments. Hi, Melissa. And then I do have the matching dies. Of course, for a live, I did save a little time, but we'll get into that. We're also going to use the Simply Sentimental Thank You, or Thanks. I love these Simply Sentimentals. You all know that. I say it every time. And I've also got the matching dies for that one. And then we're going to be using the brand new terrific Terrazzo stencil. It's a 3-piece stencil and I'm super excited to show it to you. So let's jump into it. It is going to be an A2 card today. Hi Cairo. I have missed everybody. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. Yeah, so what I'm going to do for this terrific Terrazzo, I'll show you how easy it is to use it. It, like I said, is a 3-piece stencil. They're all marked and it'll say on there like, okay, this one is Stencil A. This one is Stencil B. You can't see it because it's pretty tiny, but it is on the stencil, and this one's Stencil C. All right, so let me grab out my cardstock. At least I thought I had some cardstock ready. I do. Okay, and I've cut this down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. That's going to leave a little bit of a border on both sides of that. And what I have here is just a sticky sheet. This was cut down. You could do this on anything, but with this particular stencil, you're just going to want to make sure that you line everything up, say on a grid or something like that. So I'm going to show you how to do it on a sticky. You may have suffered some chat withdrawals. Girl, me too. I have missed y'all. I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm going to take my piece and stick this on a sticky sheet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up on there. And since it's a sticky sheet, it really doesn't matter where I stick this because I'm not going to move it. So it's on there. It's not coming off. And I'm going to start with our first stencil. So this one's Stencil A. And for this sticky sheet, you've had your eye on this stencil? Yeah, me too. I'm telling you. As soon as it came out, I was so excited to play with it. Hi, Sharon. Good morning. And so what I'm going to do for this sticky sheet is, and I'm going to do the same thing for all of them so it'll be easy to line up. I'm going to line it right up along the edge of my sticky sheet, both sides on the bottom and the right hand side. So that is going to make it really easy to line everything back up. Okay, I'm going to start with a gray. I'm going to use the same gray twice. And the first time I'm going to go pretty light-handed. So I'll bring in my blender buddy. And imagine the color possibilities that you could do with this particular stencil. Yeah, it's so good to see everybody. So happy everybody's here. I hope your Wednesday is lovely. It's a little chilly here, which is okay because I'm still okay with wearing sweaters. I don't know why I like sweaters. I'm sure I'll be ready for shorts very soon. All right, so you can't really see that it's not really very dark. That is okay. I wanted it to be light because my second pass for my second stencil is going to be a little bit darker. Okay, so let me pull that away. And you can see a little bit there. I'll pull that up to the screen and show you. But it's nice and light. And now I'm going to grab Stencil B, and it says it kind of in the middle, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to line that right up on both sides, top and bottom, or bottom and right hand side. And you'll notice that it lines up really well. None of what I did underneath, or maybe you won't notice, is coming through. So I'm going to get a little bit heavier handed this time. Yes. Oh, Pam, you are so sweet. I would take one of your hugs. I would totally take one of your hugs. Yeah, thanks. I love this stencil, Pauline. Okay, so we're going to go a little heavier handed. So I'm just going to really brush it on there. That way it'll be a little bit different. But like I said, think of the color combos that you could do with this. or starting on some colored cardstock, which I have already done with this one. If you watched any of my release videos for this, I had some samples where I did it on different colored cardstock. I just think this stencil has a lot of versatility. It's one of my faves. Okay, so that is good. Let me pull that away. And then you can see some of that variation. Let me show you. So we've got some lighter, some darker. It's starting to look like stone. I'm going to put that color away. And now I'm going to bring in a paste for our third stencil. Hey, Ziamara, how are you? Okay, so once again, we're going to line that stencil up on the bottom and the right-hand side. And once again, that worked great. You don't see any of the other through it. So I'm going to pull in the old Distress Grit Paste Crypt. I know that was a Halloween thing, but this just works so perfect for a stone path, right? So I'm going to pull that out along with my stencil or my palette knife, and then we're just going to dig through your stuff. Look through some of the things that you already have. You know, maybe there is something that was maybe geared for another holiday, but you can use it all year round or find different fun ways to use it. And I think this stuff just looks so good going through this Terrazzo stencil. Okay. I think I'm going to be using it a lot with this stencil. And I decided to do it for the final piece just because, you know, this is obviously something that is wet. It's a wet medium. So we're just going to push that through. This stuff is so cool. I appreciate that it was for Halloween, but I think it looks really good for stuff like this too. Okay. All right, I do need to kind of clean up my mess a little bit because I wasn't smart, didn't bring in any water. And I'm not going to run off. All right, so let me close that up really tightly. And then I do have some paper towels, so I'm going to just clean up what I've got going on so that nothing dries on here. So bear with me. Hey, Wendy. Quietly watching. Aw. Okay, so let me pull this away and I'll show you what that looks like. Doesn't that look super cool? We've got those 3 variations, and then that last bit even has some texture. So I'm going to set this off to the side and let this dry by the power of editing. No, just kidding. No editing here, obviously, because we're live. I did make up one of these backgrounds already, so I have one that's dry. But if you do have that stuff, it doesn't really take that long to dry. I just don't want it drying on my stencil. So I'm going to clean that up real quick. Okay. We're going to leave the other piece there and let that dry, and I'll use it on another card later. My virtual hugs really helped someone that was having a tough day. Well, I'll tell you what, Pam, it helps me a lot today too. Helps me a ton. So I'll take your virtual hug. Okay, so here is my one that is all dry and ready to go. Same process that I went through using those 3 pieces of the stencil. Thanks, Pauline. Okay, and then I wanted to show you, so I did use the stamp set, and I went ahead and stamped it out. I actually stamped it using some Juicy embossing ink, and then I used an embossing powder that I have. It's like almost like a pewter. I just thought it would be really fun. So I stamped them all out, went ahead and embossed them, and they're a little shiny, which is fun. And then I just stuck them back in place because I do want to do a little bit more blending over the top of them. We're going to add some color. I need a little rainbow today. So, all right, I'm going to start with a yellow. So let me bring in my yellow Blender Buddy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of put this in the middle of each of my ferns. And obviously your ferns can be any color you want them to be. That's why I love art. But I'm going to do some yellow in the middle. and I'm getting it all over my hands, so I'm going to have to be extremely careful that I don't get it all over everything else. Okay. All right, so there's our yellow. And I am going to bring in, now I want an orange. Kind of already thought my colors out ahead of time. So I've got an orange. I'll bring in my orange blender buddy. And let's just do a little bit here at the bottom. Bring that up into that yellow a tiny bit. All right. This is a fun way to color them. Obviously, you can color them any way you want to, but this is a quick way. Okay, I like that. And then our final color that I'm bringing in is more of a tropical, like a teal color. Tealy green color. So let me grab out that blender brush. And then we'll add that color on last. So are people joining me on their lunch break, or what's happening? What's everybody doing right now? Hopefully everybody's getting a chance to be creative at some point today. Because it is some good therapy. Okay. And I like that. So some of those colors blended together gave me a little bit of a green in there. I think that's fun. Very different. I know, not... Do you, Pauline? I'm telling you, I've got yellow all over my fingers right now. I need to make sure they're good and clean. Good thing I changed my shirt. I had a white shirt on earlier. I'd be wearing it. Okay, so let's take a look at those. Those are fun. All right, and here is our background. I'm going to pull these out so that we can just have a little reference to look at them. Like I said, I went ahead and die cut them already just to save a little bit of time. Always do that when there's a live, so that you guys don't have to sit and watch me die cut the whole time. Do a little bit of prep work for y'all. Okay. Just finished my stationary bike ride. I watch YouTube to pass the time. Good for you. I used to do that when I had my elliptical. I rode my elliptical, I was on my elliptical every day. And I would just watch YouTube videos to pass the time. And now I have a bike, but I'm usually doing some sort of a program on that bike. So, okay, so there are pieces. When they're pulled out, they look really cool, don't they? Ooh, I like that. See, oh, that just brings some life. I like it. All right. Not sure how that's going to play out, but for my thanks, my Simply Sentimental thanks, no time for me to craft. No, Ziamara, no. What's a lunch break? Oh, Sharon. Going out for lunch after your stream. Awesome, Melissa. Just having a cup of coffee and enjoying your video. Oh, awesome, Mary. Coffee sounds good. All right, so I went ahead and die cut out the pieces that I needed. I'm using a gray because I just thought that would work really well with my background. And then I die cut out the word, this one, thanks. So I like that this stamp set is great on its own, but the dies are also pretty good on their own too. Otherwise, they are compatible. Roasting chicken for dinner, having lunch, and contemplating on a card layout. Good for you, Cairo. Sounds like a very productive day. Okay, so let me pop that one out. Again, die cut everything just to kind of save a little bit of time. Okay, I'm just going to have to pull that off the back there. Struggling here. Did some healing crafting. Oh, you had surgery. Oh, Pauline, I had no idea. Well, honey, I hope you are feeling better. I hope that your therapy crafting today really helped. I know how absolutely amazing it can be for me. I know most of you are the same way. I truly, truly believe that art is therapy. And it doesn't always have to be a masterpiece. Sometimes we just need to get stuff out. And I am grateful for that gift to be able to do that. Okay. So let's glue this together. I watch crafty videos while I get my steps in for the day on my Fitbit. Good for you, Wendy. Oh my gosh, everybody's so productive today. Okay, what do we got going on there? Are we clogged? I was cleaning up my kitchen. Oh, girl. I actually need to get in there and cook. Hope you have a complete, yes, complication-free recovery. Absolutely, Pauline. So yeah, I need to get in there and start cooking in our kitchen. We're getting down to, you know, obviously I'm buying just like some fresh stuff, but we're trying to use up what's in our freezer before we move. And it's becoming what I like to call chopped PCS edition. And PCS is just when you permanent change of station. It's a military term, but I just like to call it chopped PCS edition because sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get. You know, like, what would you make with a muffin mix, a can of tuna, and ketchup? Because that's about where we're at now. Okay. All right. I like that. That looks good. And then I think I'm just going to put that on there. I like that. I think that looks pretty good. You meet two of my Friday night Zooming buddies at the show. I did, Sharon. Did I? I had so much fun at Creativation meeting everybody. It was so wonderful. So many people were just so sweet. And I'm telling you, I love crafty people. They are the best. Okay. So I think I'm going to pop everything up on foam squares. Because why not? Why not? Cook's choice. Yes, Mary. Cook's choice for sure. All right. That's how we roll around here these days. I might have to cut a few of these to make them fit. But we will make it work. I don't need to go too crazy, I guess. Work meeting ran late. No. Oh, that darn work. Always getting in the way. Deanna and Deb, that's right. Oh, so sweet, Sharon. They were lovely. Oh, my goodness. It was, like I said, such a joy to get to meet them. I will cherish it for sure because lovely people. Crafty people are the best. Okay, so there is some of that. And let's just stick this down and then we'll start putting stuff around it. All right. Stick that down. And then let's start putting stuff around it. I think I want to do this one. Maybe that one. Maybe this one. And then if we have to have some of it cut off a little. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think that's what we'll go. My stomach is growling. My goodness, y'all talking about roasted chickens and things. And I've got Cook's Choice in there. All right. I had a meeting this morning and I was just a little nervous about it, so I didn't eat great for breakfast. Didn't really eat anything. And so now I got to go eat something, but no problems here. Is everyone else having issues with their feed? Oh no. Okay, well, I hope that gets figured out. Hopefully, I hate to hear that. Sometimes my internet has been acting up lately, but all right, I'm just cutting off the excess. All right. And we'll get our card base ready. And the card base, because it's an A2, is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. So we'll score it at 4 1/4. All right. Tuna egg salad sandwich for lunch in a little while. I'm thinking I'm going to probably have a tuna sandwich too. Egg salad sounds amazing though. Okay. So that's going to go on there like so. I think I'm going to, golly, I love to put a little border on one end or the other. Let's do it. Well, before I stick that on there, let's do the rest of it. I have these last two pieces. And so let's do this. And then I did stamp out the Hope You're Feeling Fern-tastic. And I'm actually going to cut it apart. So I stamped it out and die cut it, as you can see. I'm going to cut out the Your and Fern-tastic. Since this is a thank you card, I want it to say Your Fern-tastic on the inside. So I'm just going to do a little bit of cutting, and we'll just cut it down. Super easy to do. You could save the other words if you really wanted to. I will not be. And then we're just going to glue those on the inside, and then we can trim off the excess. This one actually came together, I mean, other than my prep work, came together pretty quickly, I think. And I really like how that's turned out. Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. All right, and let's put the Your Fern-tastic. Oops. Here. And that's another reason why I like when the sentiments have their own matching dies, because you can trim them up and you can make them say what they want. Mix them together. Yeah, tuna with the hard boiled. Oh yeah, that's very good. You're having chicken cordon bleu, Pauline? Yum. Y'all are making me hungrier. Okay, so let's trim off that excess. All right, we're getting there. This one might be one of my faves. Put this in the Make Again file. Oh, that's fun. I love the inside. Oh my goodness. Okay. And so then let's just go ahead and glue this part down. Good thing I already have a background ready for another one of these, huh? Thanks, Pauline. Isn't that fun? My goodness, so fun. Okay. Oops. There we go. Ooh, I like it. Okay, just making sure everything sticks since I did use liquid glue. I do want to add, I think I want to add some gems. Let me see how the gems would look, because that might be kind of fun. It may be too much, but let's see. In Spanish we say, okay, now I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Chicken cordon bleu is buen provecho. You like it, Ziamara? Thank you. Okay, wrong one. Let's see. Is this too much? Oh, no. I like it. I think I like it a lot. So let's add a couple of these little gems in a few spots, because why not? Right, y'all? Why not? Oh, I like it. Gems make me happy. Of course, just card making. Card making makes me happy. A couple of those are stuck together. I'll just break that apart real quick. And put one up here, or lose it. You can lose it, that's fine. There we go. I did say it correctly, Cairo. Thank you. You know, I did take a few years of Spanish. My best friend is Hispanic out of El Paso. She didn't speak a lot of Spanish to me, even though I was like, come on, I need to learn. But, yeah. I should know more is all I'm saying. I should know more. Okay. I think I lost a little gem. Yeah, it stuck to my hand. I was like, didn't I have another one down there? Yep, there it is. And we'll just stick that there. Flip you over. Maybe we'll flip you over. Always on a live, things just don't go. There we go. All right. I think I like that. And I like the gems. I'm happy with that one. I think that turned out super fun. Yay, thanks. You're Fern-tastic. All right. So there's our card for today. I feel like that was a fairly quick one. I wanted to spend more time with y'all. But there it is. Everything that I used is linked down below if you're interested in checking any of that out over at the Trinity Stamps store. Thanks, Pauline. Thanks, Yamara. Thanks, everybody. This was a fun one. I needed that little rainbow in my life, that's for sure. So yeah, if you liked it, hit that like button and go make a card of your own. Go be creative if you have time. Crafty hugs, like Pam said, crafty hugs to everybody who might be needing it. Thank you for joining me today. I love this time. I look forward to it every time I get to. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with another here on the Trinity Stamps channel. Thanks for spending your afternoon with me. Go off and be amazingly creative like I know that you all are. Feel better, Pauline, yes. And big love to you guys. Just know how loved you are. And I'll see you soon. All right, everybody? Bye.